The man never could have imagined it being betrayed by the one he loved. Her blade driven straight through his heart. Luna wept with bitter regret, for she had long been under the control of their enemy, Oliver. As it turned out, Oliver was a transmigrator himself. The whole thing had been a setup from the very beginning. He had placed a puppet curse on Luna months ago, with the wound striking a vital organ. James didn't have long to live. Yet when Luna came to him with her apologies, James simply told her not to worry about it. When all was said and done, none of this was her fault. As his life force slowly drained away, James felt his consciousness begin to fade. He was filled with frustration. There were still things left unfinished, but the moment James fully lost consciousness, the system embedded within him seized control of his body and forcibly activated healing mode. Within seconds, every wound on his body was completely mended, but it didn't stop there. The system then switched to combat mode, and the battle instantly became a one-sided slaughter. Oliver quickly realized that something had taken over James, something he was no match for. Knowing better than to engage head-on, he pivoted and looked for an opening through Luna, directing his magic circle to lock onto her. At the last possible second, James wrestled back control of his body and threw himself in front of Luna. In that critical moment, Crow, a fellow member of the hero's party, arrived on the scene and shattered Oliver's spell. Faced with such an overwhelming gap in power, Oliver abandoned any notion of killing James, immediately activated a teleportation circle, and fled with his kin. With the crisis behind them, James came to again 3 days later. The hero's party had followed him to the Beastman continent, and they came to him with a proposition. They wanted James to rejoin the group to take down the Demon King, and in exchange, they'd use that as leverage to get the king to send them all back to their original world. James, however, raised several concerns. For one, he doubted the king could be reasoned with in any straightforward way. On top of that, he had discovered that Oliver, a member of the Demon Clan, was also a transmigrator. Since Oliver could create teleportation magic, there was a real chance he could also construct a magic circle capable of returning them to their original world. And most critically, the hero's party simply wasn't strong enough. James had no use for teammates who would only hold him back. Afterward, James sought out Luna privately. She offered him her apologies, but then admitted something unexpected. As agonizing as it had been to drive her blade through him, she later realized that maybe it would make him remember her, because in that moment, it hit her. James would leave this world someday, and strangely, that thought brought her a quiet kind of joy. James sensed what she felt. Rather than say a word, he chose to respond with action. He began telling her about his original world, how a man and woman who devoted themselves to each other would perform a special ritual, placing a ring on each other's fourth finger, a promise that would last a lifetime.